Okay, listen up. Right after today's digital life hack, we've got a weekend call from the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. Do you get a thrill when you get a jury summons in the mail? Do you like true crime shows? I'm Kim Komando, America's digital pro, with an amazing side hustle you're going to love. You can actually get paid for jury duty without ever leaving your house. You're part of a virtual jury. A website called OnlineVerdict.com conducts mock trials to let litigators practice and see how jurors would rule. The attorneys present the case, and you get to be the judge. The review process is super easy. Go through the facts, read the information, and make a ruling, along with giving a few of your reasons why. There's no right or wrong answer, so you can pick whichever way you like, and you'll still get paid for your time. It only takes about 20 minutes to an hour, and you can earn up to $60 per case. Not too shabby for the amount of time you put in, right? The number of cases at OnlineVerdict.com varies week by week, so don't expect to get rich overnight. Speaking of money, enter to win a $500 Amazon gift card from me at winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com. Staying true to my promise, I've got an exceptional call from my weekend show, the Kim Komando Show, just for you. Chuck in San Antonio, Texas. Hi there, Chuck.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Pleasure speaking with you.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Chuck. What's going on?
Yeah, well, first, I'm a member of the Commando community and have been for quite a while, so I know just enough about computers. Sure, I know just enough about computers to be dangerous, usually to myself.
No, I don't think so, Chuck. I think you're smarter than that.
Well, I don't know. You know, next to my wife, you're the smartest person I know. I have to say that in case she's listening.
Hey, listen, you know what? You know what? You were smart enough to marry her, right? Okay.
That's true.
You didn't let that one get away.
Yeah, it's true. I've gotten a lot of information from you in the past, and I've considered your advice several times about getting a password manager. But I've got some questions. I think you recommend RoboForm, and keep in mind I research a pencil before I buy it. But it's pretty much true. But I have approximately 225 or so passwords, and I have sites such as military sites, because I'm retired military, so I have a number of sites that require me to change passwords every 90 days. I also do some two-factor authentication, that sort of thing. So what I'm wondering is, if I get one of those babies, if there are situations that require me to understand or know a little bit more than simply having a password manager. I want to make sure I don't run across a situation that causes me to be locked out of a site because I don't really understand what to do with it, that sort of thing.
Well, all valid, good concerns. And I don't know if you just heard what I was talking about because you were on hold, but that maybe we are coming to the end of the road of passwords and even password managers. Apple's going to announce it, and it's actually going to be starting to be implemented over the next couple of weeks, where you're going to use your facial recognition or your thumb. You're not facial recognition. I guess you should say your facial ID is really what it's called. Your facial ID when you want to log into a website, and that's how it's going to be authenticating you off of your phone, because everybody always has their phone with you. But how password managers work is that they store all the passwords for all your websites, okay? Then you have a master password. So if you can never lose the master password, don't write it down. Always put it in your memory. But the password manager has some really good benefits, Chuck. It can, of course, it's going to have generate highly secure passwords for you. It'll do that. You won't have to obviously memorize passwords anymore. You can help your beneficiaries when you pass away because you just have to give them the one password to the password management program. They save time. You don't have to go in and type in all these passwords or try to remember, or then you don't remember the password, then you have to go through all those different steps, right? Like what was the first pair of socks that you ever owned in 1962? You're like, I don't know. Okay. No idea.
Yep.
All right.
Been there.
But the other thing too is that if you hit a phishing site and the password manager is actually going to detect that before maybe even you can, because it's going to say, oh, wait, we can't put the password in here because you're at a phishing site. And this is not an authenticated site. But it will allow you, as you said, like you are retired military, and thank you for your service, by the way. That's so awesome. But it will allow you to do two-factor authentication and change those passwords. And it really is simple to use. These are not hard to use. They really aren't. And especially when you mentioned kindly that one of our advertisers is RoboForm, and I used RoboForm even before they were a sponsor. But I will tell you that I have a way of memorizing every single password, and I got 191 of them. And so I don't use a password manager because I don't have trouble remembering my passwords. But if you do, RoboForm has this pretty good deal. I think it's like 50% off or something like that. I may be wrong. But if you head over to the site and use promo code Kim, that's when you'll see the deal. You'll see the deal rather. So with password managers, use them. If you can't remember your passwords, that's easy. But again, there is some new ways coming down the pike, thank goodness, so that we don't have to sit here and try to remember all these stupid passwords. Chuck, thank you for your call. Thank you for being a Komando community member. And be sure to tell your wife that I think she is, in fact, the smartest woman ever. Well, I mean, in Texas, I would say. Okay, ever. Hey, big kudos to you for sticking around. Now, if your brain's buzzing with questions, let me know. Head over to komando.com and then click Email Kim. You have to trust me. I read every single message like it's a new gadget manual. Well, I actually do it better than that. I never read a manual. Do they even have manuals anymore? Anyway, elevate your tech IQ with my free daily newsletter. Head over to getkim.com.